which is super lucky. I do know that part of why they knew I was available to do it, because I was on How I Met Your Mother at the time. And Eddie and Adam were fans and watched avidly, and it was whatever weekend before, or whatever week before the show aired, was when they revealed that I wasn't the mother. And so they were like, oh my gosh, she's available! So that piece of information in the storyline is what set things in motion for them to come to me, so.
I wasn't good enough, I did audition. I got sent the script, and I always sort of went, there's no way I'll ever play Captain Hook, because I'm not, I was much too young. I was like, I may as well just go in and do what I think I would, want to do with it, and they liked it. So, and now I'm sitting here. So I guess that's kind of how it happened for me.
Thank you.
The Captain Swansea. Oh, I like the beanstalk stuff. I think that was good because it was playful, and you could see something beginning to happen then, which I think is good. I like the scene where, even though it was a tough scene to do, I like the scene where you kill me. So I thought that was a good scene. There's lots of them.
I mean, we always have so much fun. This is like the dream when you're working, is to be paired with someone that you really enjoy, not just as a person, but as an actor. It was such an obvious thing from the instant he was on the show. It was one of those things where I think it was like we'd only shot one scene, and I was getting emails from Eddie and Adam going, "Oh shit!" It's like, yeah, it's good, right? We actually like each other. Like, actually want to be friends. So that's just the icing on top. So it's every scene with Colin has been favorites, and my very favorite scene is yet to be seen. So.
Colin ギブスしてる。
Hi.
Hey,
First, I just want to say thank you for coming. If it wasn't for the show, I would never have many of my friends at all from all over. And my question is, if you could take a time portal to any era, where would it be and what the era?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because I have not nostalgic, I have these like romantic ideals of certain time periods, but then I think about the political state at the time, or the way women are treated at the time, and then I'm like, I'm not sure I want to do that. Like, I don't know, the 40s had great clothes and hair, and like that looks fun. Yeah, well, of course you're going to say the 40s, I said the 40s. And also, what was cool about it was that this was a villain that had never existed before. It was brand new. It wasn't based on anything else. It was something that Eddie and Adam came up with, and they really were great about including me in the process. So for months leading up to it, we were going back and forth with pictures and images and songs and thoughts and why and how and what was going to make her villainous and what her motives would be and why she would look a certain way. And so it was really, really fun to be included in that creative process and get to build something brand new. And then there's something liberating sometimes about playing someone who doesn't have the limitations of morality, because in real life that would be terrible because you'd be hurting people, but when you're pretending, you're not actually hurting anyone. So there's something kind of freeing about trying things you would never try or doing things you would never do in real life. So it was fun. It was fun on a lot of levels.
Thank you. Hi, so my question is about killing a secret. So if the roles were reversed and Emma had a secret, what would she do, and how would Hook react to Emma keeping a secret?
We felt like they both done this to each other a few times.
Oh, yeah. Which secret are we talking about?
My dad that he killed my dad.
Yeah, well, technically she did have a secret. She was the dark one. She didn't tell him that.
Right.
Is that what you were
Yeah, but that's what I mean, when this came up in the script, we had this conversation that they've sort of both been in this situation before where they make a bad decision for the right reasons. It's like they're trying to protect each other, and in trying to protect each other, they end up making a bad decision. And so ultimately what we came to, you know, in us discussing.
Even if there are more extreme versions of whatever type of moral or thing it is, but I don't think it's strange at all, because I think everybody has a little bit of good and at times a little bit of bad in them. And what I think is important, like when I was playing the more villainous hook, was I wanted it to be a case of people not realising that they actually were beginning to like this character, even though he was doing such heinous things.
No, it's beautiful here.
I'm standing out here going, all awesomeness must come to an end. So we're going to take one last question, and I mean, my gosh, it's going to be tough to say goodbye to these two, isn't it? Really special team, what a couple. All right, last question. I don't know what side you guys are on.
So what's the craziest scene you had to film? Like, crazy.
One of the craziest scenes for me was when I had to stab the darkness, you know, to become the dark one. Because it was like all night, in the middle of the night, in the rain, in Steveston. It was like 20 below, and I couldn't wear anything but that little sweater. And then they also had giant wind machines on me, and they were like throwing leaves at me, and I'm trying to cry because I'm giving myself, yeah, Sarah Greens was throwing leaves at me.
I'm surprised she doesn't have a bag of leaves here with her.
Crying because I'm giving myself over to the darkness to save everybody, and it was like, I'm like shivering, like trying to look tough, you know, I'm trying to like do this and after.
I think it was pretty crazy when we were doing on the Jolly Roger when we were about to go down the portal that time, and it was like a hair ad. We were getting Hannah's rain.
Oh yeah, oh that was nuts too.
And it was slow motion. It was just like people's hair going.
And then like, you know, the director's throwing one bucket of water at everybody else. He's like, throw 3 at J-Mo. I'm like, great, thanks. So lots of wind, water, rain, weather elements, but I mean, it's all fun in the end, but in the moment it's a little chilly, crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I hate to be the one to throw a bucket of water on you two. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it! Jennifer Morrison, Colin Thanks, guys. All right, great job.
So that you can get Karen's autograph.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the room.